Okay. So who is y'all's go-to producer?
Producer H.
Okay.
Producer H.
Producer H. Yeah.
He's gonna start making. He also does a shout out to Aria.
And
if
One
you're
Up.
trying to do and One Up.
Okay.
If you're trying to do a interview with them, get in contact with them. They're doing big things in Waco, Texas.
Yeah.
I think out of everybody, they're my two favorite artists in Waco right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
One Up and Aria.
Okay.
They have one of them have a song with T-Pain.
They showed him.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Yes.
And she's younger. The singer.
Yes.
Yeah. Definitely gonna get them on
Yeah.
Easy TV.
Yes, and they make really good music.
Yeah.
It's similar to ours. Their voice is different, but we kind of talk about the same stuff. But yeah,
H. He's like the best. Like
he's the best
producer that we know. You get
in,
Okay.
in Waco, Texas right now.
Yeah.
Like I said, we just started out with music, but starting out with because we want our beats to be more exclusive.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So there's gonna be times I'm gonna be in the studio all day trying to build my own beat from
Yeah.
H, because I've heard his other beats and they sound really well.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got what he does.
Okay.
And so we just go to him anytime we need to record in the studio. We go straight to him. So
Yeah.
Producer H.
Yeah. What are y'all trying to get out of this music thing, bro?
Really, it's to leave an impact.
Okay.
It's to, 'cause, the way I see it, the two most powerful things in the world, in life, is either religion, the best way to really touch someone is religion, or music, you get me? Now, we don't believe in religion at all, but we do believe in the Bible, you get me? But musical-wise, our music has a true message to it,
Yeah.
and, when you mess with, the frequencies and whatnot, there's a way you can leave
You
an
can
impact in
make
someone's heart.
you
get
can
me?
make someone you can make someone do anything you want them to do through music.
Like,
Anything.
you
if
can
you
touch
have
them.
if you're a powerful influencer
Mhm.
on music, you can literally make kids do anything you want to do.
Exactly.
You can talk about, for example, "Look at Me" by X. Now, there's nothing to X, but for example, "Look at Me" to X, that makes you angry. That makes
Yeah.
you want to go out and rage.
Yeah.
Everyone feels that, but then you hear a song sad, and you just want to be in your room chilling.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It messes with your moods.
It messes with your
and the way
moods.
you think and the way that you perceive things. You get me?
Exactly.
So the whole goal behind the music is really just to leave the right impact. You give me the right legacy, because we know that the music's gonna be around forever. It's never gonna get old.
Yeah.
Definitely
So,
that, and of course God.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
When we hear music, we talk about a lot of demons and stuff, because that's what happens in this world. You get me? There's demons all around you, and you gotta be aware of that. You gotta be awake to it. You get me? And at the end of the day,
because we don't want people will say, "Oh, only God can judge me. Oh, I could do this, whatever." At the end of the day, most people might not believe in the Bible or God, or that book is literally just keeping you out of trouble. At the end of the day, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And that's basically what we live by, and that's what we want to make that apparent to everyone. Is you know what I mean? Because we follow the old laws of the Testament and we follow the new.
Yeah.
We follow all of this, so we don't eat pork or anything.
Yeah.
We make sure that we are keeping the Sabbath, and making sure that kids are staying out of trouble.
Yeah,
Drugs,
Yeah.
shooting, killing. You don't need to prove anything. You don't need to be hard to try to prove something to anybody.
Yeah.
Me and Jermaine, people call us the softest thing ever, but at the end of the day, that we know we have a large influence on a
Yeah.
lot of kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have a strong impact.
And that's what we want to make our
That's
music.
all that matters. Who cares about someone else's opinion?
I'm good. Yeah, that's how it is, man. I'm just learning to be myself, and just
Yeah.
as long as I can see smile on kids' face and I know that they're going in the right direction, I'm fine.
That's all that
Yeah.
matters.
Yes.
Keep making this good music, though.
For sure.
Yeah, of
I
course.
definitely mess with the music, bro.
Yes, thank
So
you.
it's different. A lot of people from where I'm from probably won't embrace it because they won't have an open ear to try to listen to it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
It's all good.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. That's why. Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll come around eventually.
Yeah. My next question I ask every one of my guests is because you're gonna get a different answer every time, and I swear to God, I've gotten a different answer every single time I answer this question. Now, I don't know how familiar y'all are with the Waco music scene,
Mhm.
rap, R&B. I'm talking about all of it because y'all definitely have your own lane.
Yeah, yeah,
So
most definitely.
and y'all running your own lane. I don't see nobody coming to take that spot, anything like that. So, and keep up the good work.
Thank you.
But I want to know, how do y'all feel about the Waco music scene?
I mean,
What do you mean, touch base on what
Like, how is it? On y'all opinion, is it
the
growing?
Waco artists or just or just like
Everything.
I feel
Keep
like-
Waco Loud, the artist, everything.
I feel like it
Okay.
definitely is growing. You get me? Like Keep Waco Loud. Like, I was just looking at that because we have their sticker in my room and stuff.
Yeah.
I was just looking. I'm like, it's crazy. You get me? Like 10 years ago, I didn't see this. You get me? But I was young though. You get me? But now
I don't
we're
even
out here
think Keep
doing
Waco
music.
Loud was a thing.
Yeah, like it is growing. You get me? Like in the right direction. I would say it's doing good. You know, like we had just at the Hippodrome a couple days ago when we did a thing on Saturday.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
That was crazy.
That's
You
when I
get me?
met Jordan.
Yeah.
I saw you, but I actually met him.
I'm trying to think if I did see you. To like, I remember I looked back at Jordan and you were saying hi to him. You
Yeah,
get me?
yeah.
But I
It was just so
Well,
many people, bro.
I was just in the cut though. That's just how I am.
But no, like that was crazy. You get me? Like that was something dope, and I think it is doing good. You
I
get
think
me?
it's a coincidence.
Yeah.
No, there's no coincidence,
Yeah, no
but
coincidence,
I
but-
feel like it's a blessing because it's like
It's definitely
right when we
blessing.
started doing music, it just seems like you always had like this part of the Waco scene, which of course the rappers, you know what I mean, like and then you have like downtown Waco, which
Yep.
is like the bands and
country.
Exactly.
country.
Yeah.
You know
That's
what
what
I'm
I
saying?
mean when I say Waco music scene. That's like
Yeah.
that's everything in that one bowl.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And it's like now I do seeing it come together,
Yeah, it's definitely coming.
and I
together.
hope that it does.
Yeah.
I hope that and I feel like shout out to Keep Waco Loud. They're definitely doing that. They're definitely make it to where everyone can come together. They make sure they sponsor all kinds of people because I do feel, and this is excluding Keep Waco Loud, but I feel like in some way, fashion, or form, downtown Waco, I'm not saying any names, I don't know exactly who, but I feel like deep down it is secretly segregated in a way because when me and Jermaine tried to perform at a place downtown somewhere, I guess they assumed that we just did bad rap or rapper in general, and they were like, they weren't as enthusiastic to trying to like get us a
Yeah.
venue.
They didn't
or
wanna
give
hear
us
our music.
Exactly. And, we never went back to that place, but we know that there's people like Keep Waco Loud and like the music festival that are like coming together. Even Shop Hype Waco, out of nowhere, he just built that store, and he's like, even Giovanni, shout out to Giovanni.
Mm-hmm.
It's like these people that have been, doing this music stuff. They're like everyone's coming together and they're seeing on one eye, and the fact that we're at the Hippodrome is crazy.
Yeah.
And it's giving everyone equal opportunity, no
Yeah.
matter what genre, what you look like. And I love that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I hope that it continues growing.
Yeah, that documentary was a beautiful depiction
was.
It was.
of what, like, cause some of that stuff I saw it
Yeah,
firsthand. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's my side of town.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he grew up in that.
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
it just was beautiful seeing it on big screen and then having all these different mixes of a race actually watching
Yeah.
it because I feel like let's step away from the interview for a minute.
Go ahead.
I feel like a lot of other races in our city don't really understand
They
what
don't.
we go through.
They don't.
You know,
They really can't.
it ain't
I mean,
judges,
yeah.
but I'm saying they don't try to. Or
Yeah,
at
no,
least
no,
try
most
to
definitely
see
they don't.
what
That's
happened.
what
So
I'm
I
saying.
feel like big shout out to Lindsay.
Oh
Big
yeah,
shout out to
yeah,
Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Yes.
Most definitely.
Because I think she did a beautiful job.
Yeah.
Like,
She's fire.
yeah, for sure. We messed with Lizzie on Easy TV.
Yeah.
I feel like she did a beautiful a depiction of the little amount of time she had to put that together because you can't fit everything into an hour
She did that?
documentary. She's the head honcho over that.
Okay.
Yeah, her. Big shout out to
I
Prescription.
knew that was a
Prescription,
prescription.
yeah.
Big shout out to DJ Precise.
Shout out to all of them. Yes.
Yeah, they did a very, 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 very good job of.
Shout out to everyone. Yeah, I'm not saying any, like, even when we went on the stage, like, I couldn't think of any names because,
Yeah.
like, everything, it was just going too fast. But, yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to everyone in Waco. I know
Everyone
they
who's
are.
contributing to the growth of what's happening right now.
Because Austin, right, go ahead.
Like all them contributing, like if it wasn't for them, all these opportunities that are coming and
Would
Waco
not
right
be
now wouldn't even
available.
be here. You
Exactly.
get me?
To all, because I feel like they're
So-
available to the bands and the country singers and
Yeah,
but
they're
it's
partnering,
like
yeah.
what about like the real or like
Yeah.
Ariana, a lot of the other art, like there's some artists I seen on your I didn't even know who they were.
Yeah, the
You
dope
know?
as hell though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm glad that even like you're part of the you're in an interview, so it's like everyone's coming together, they're actually taking it serious because Austin's good.
Yeah.
Austin is the heart of music, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Even Dallas, and it's crazy because it's like we're living in the now. We're living to where 20 years from now, our names, you, me, Jermaine, DJ Precise, producer Age, Lindsay, Keep Waco Loud, Scrib, all of these different figures in music are going to be like the forefathers, the founders of the music scene of Waco, because Waco doesn't have a music scene right now.
Yeah.
And if they do, it's just country.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's the only country is the only part that gets a spotlight.
Exactly, spotlight. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The hip hop is probably the best one though.
Yeah, that's what H was saying.
Yeah.
Everyone loves hip hop. Everybody even though we do pop, like our voice comes off as pop, but we have a lot of influences in our sound.
Hip hop. Yeah.
Exactly. Hip hop rap, like
that's my main influence. You know, my dad's a rapper.
Oh, okay. Okay. Who's your dad?
Ja Vega.
Okay. Oh, I think I heard of him before.
Yeah,
I've seen that name before. I heard that name before too.
Yeah.
But H is the person that was on screen. Okay.
Yeah.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know exactly who you're talking about
Yeah.
on the documentary. But yeah, man, I was crazy because I wasn't even gonna stay because I had some other stuff to do, and I'm actually glad that I canceled those plans.
Mm-hmm.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, of course.
It does.
And when I saw that, I'm just like, bro, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
It sold out too. That was the crazy part.
Yeah.
That really is.
And it wasn't just a whole bunch of black people in there.
Yeah,
It was
just
everybody.
mixed. All
Everyone.
like, yeah. So I just me just witnessing, just looking around. Some people still, you could tell just by their body language, are still judgmental about it.
I can
Oh yeah, I can tell.
Yeah.
Like no one would. You saw one who was just
Yeah.
sitting there, just not
They're like,
clapping.
what are they talking about? Like,
Exactly.
That's what they were thinking. You get me?
Tripping.
They don't know. But anyway, back to the interview about you two.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So what can we expect from you in the near future, bro?
More music videos, more involvement in our community, in our city. You get me?
Yeah.
What we're doing, we're gonna, like I said, it's leave an impact. So we're gonna have a lot more involvement in our community, where
We definitely want to go to schools for sure.
Yeah,
Starting sometime by the end. Like I said, we just started out. We're planning as we're just moving along, going with the flow. So definitely by next year we'll be able to be in schools and contributing. People will know us, you know what I mean? We'll be able to give back in some shape, fashion, or form, because I feel like schools are doing the job, but they're doing a job. You know what I mean?
not passion.
They're not. I'm not saying everyone, but as the scene, I feel like they could be doing a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Kids are getting shot, and think they're not like.
I feel like sometimes the schools they don't discipline the kids the right way. You get
Excuse
me?
me. Yeah.
They don't. They yell at them. They
they're too. They just don't discipline the right way sometimes, and you kind of make these kids feel as if they are criminals or something, and that's how they have to grow up. You get me? When they probably have a deep talent inside them that could be used to get me rather than putting them in a box,
Exactly.
Let them express themselves more.
Yeah.
And just let them be them, Because at the end of the day, they might be the next, genius coming up in the world to invent some type of.
Like the only people they put on the spotlight are the smart kids. You know what I mean? I don't even call myself smart when I was back in high school. I used to fail a lot in high school, and I tell anybody that. But when you see my craft or you see my talent or my art, I did that. I didn't do it because I didn't feel like doing it, not because I couldn't. I just didn't feel like there was time where I didn't feel the investment in that. I look at everything as an investment. Time right now, this is an investment, not only for us but for you.
Yeah.
So it's like they put all these smart kids on the pedestal, but what about the kids that are having a hard time at home? What about the kids that can sing really well, or these teachers that don't put spotlight on what they can do? You know what I mean? Not everyone's gonna be a scientist. Come on.
But teachers are cool though, like 100%. Like there's a lot of them doing their job. You get me?
Yeah.
There's a lot of them doing what they gotta do. But I was just saying there are some people out there who just don't care. You get me?
They don't care.
Like even though that's their job, they just don't care.
Yeah.
And I feel like kids will look, and it's a fact because I feel like I listen to people around my same age group a little bit more than I would an adult just telling me, if you don't do this, you're gonna get ISS. You know what I mean? So I feel like me and Jermaine being in their same age group, we're able to relate to them on that level, and they'll actually be able to relate to us and understand where we're coming from, and we can actually help them out, not just tell them do this and this, but I'm gonna give you an opportunity to do this. Like today, I taught this guy. He talked to me, said I want to learn marketing. Well, I taught him, and it's like not only am I gonna teach him, I'm gonna give him opportunity. Good places to make money, you know what I mean, how to do it. I sold him my camera, I'm gonna give him editing software, I'm gonna teach him how to edit because and he's 16. I like seeing entrepreneurs, I like seeing people do things, I like seeing people doing their own thing. I'd rather him do that than go out and sell drugs. because I don't want to see them in jail. I don't want them. There's plenty of talent in prison. You know what I mean? And it's all because there wasn't a figure to teach them the right way.
Yeah.
And that's what I want.
Facts. Big shout out to you for that. Big shout out to both of y'all for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, gotta invest in the youth, even though you're the youth. You know. So,
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, definitely need that in the community. You know, my last question, bro. The best advice you two could give to an up and coming artist, entrepreneur, whatever.
So, the best advice that I could say is, do not give up on whatever you're doing. And if you got a vision, follow 100%, because there's going to be people who can't see your vision the way that you see it, and they're going to tell you like, hey, you can't do this, or you shouldn't do that, or they don't want you to do that, you get me? And don't let that hold you back. Remember, it's always mind over matter, so put your mind to it, and you'll win in it, you get me?
And I'm going to touch on that. You can do anything you want to do, and don't give up. But make sure that through everything that you're doing, that is doing something positive for yourself or somebody else. Because a lot of people are doing a lot of things and they're not giving up, or it's not working out because they're not doing it the right way.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if you look at it as investing into benefiting someone else in a positive manner, then yes, do it 100%. But for me, my best advice I can give to someone is to find your passion. And yeah, it sounds cliche, but don't give up. I'm telling you, because
that's the biggest thing.
There's going to be times where you're going to be like, oh, I spent all this money on this. Because I spent a lot of money in investing into YouTube. And I don't do YouTube anymore. But now all of that time, the cameras, the lights, the equipment, the editing skill, I can now invest that into a different craft. So you're probably doing something right now that you might not want to be doing 2 years from now, but it's going to benefit you for the long run. So yes, don't give up. Find your craft for sure. And
just have faith in yourself.
Have faith in yourself.
And have faith in God too, because He's the one who's going to really put those blessings in front of you.
Definitely, yes.
So without Him, you're not going to go nowhere.
Everything that we've been doing, and I love Michael Jackson, but above him, it's definitely God above everything. So
He's the one.
He's been investing in us. He's been making a way. So yes, definitely just keep on grinding. Just grind.
Yeah.
Man, big shout out to y'all for the positivity outlook on the music scene. You know, so
of course,
really appreciate that. We need more people like that. You know, then it's crazy because y'all young and y'all thinking like that. Like, I just think this is beautiful, bro. Like this, like I said, this is probably gonna be one of my favorite. I have a lot of favorite interviews now, but this is another one added to my list. Like, and you know, pulling up on y'all and being able to meet the people behind this music, this good music out here, it just makes it even more dope. You know, y'all seem like pure souls. You know, so.
And yeah, just stay up to date with us. We got a lot coming for y'all.
Oh, a lot. We just started.
This is the beginning. But by the end of this year, it's going to be more than you can imagine. So stay ready for it.
Well, keep working. Stay blessed.
Of course.
Jermaine, Jordan, it's been my pleasure.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Until next time.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye.
Peace.
Peace.